Guys, so this is really happening. I was out at a coffee shop the other day, and I overheard two 50-something moms talking very excitedly about how easy it is to write her emails using ChatGPT. And my mind came to a very alarming conclusion. If these tools are to the point that a casual user can integrate their usefulness into their daily lives, then these are no longer advancements. These are just baseline requirements now. If everyone is using them, then it's no longer an advantage to use them. It's just a disadvantage not to use them. Let's talk about AI. In regards to AI, when it comes to creating music and art in general, it's really terrifying to see so many aspects of our craft that took years and years of work be roughly done in a second. It feels wrong and dismissive to watch a person casually type a few words and bypass everything that took so much work to get there for us. But here's the uncomfortable reality. We're probably worrying about the wrong thing. So what's up, and welcome. If you're new here, I'm BABYWOLF, and here we talk about art and humans and your place as a creator in this crazy cyberpunk world. Let's get into it. So let's be clear, in terms of humanity, our AI-evoked feelings are really nothing new. Did every horse carriage driver feel something similar when the automobile became more commonplace? Probably. Did every analog music engineer not feel the same thing when Pro Tools started to take over? Yeah. Did every film cinematographer not wince watching their beautiful shots slowly be replaced by 90% green screen? Of course they did. And so most of our backlash and worry about AI is that it's actually exposing something that most of us don't want to think about or examine. How useful am I? Suddenly so many things that have really never been in question, that have been axioms to build our decisions and futures on, are now uncertainties. The chaotic realities we live in just got even more chaotic. And whatever your choice of negative emotion cocktails, drink up boys, let's go. But this change didn't happen in a day. We didn't just wake up with everything being different, even though it kind of feels that way. Things evolve to this arbitrary moment, and the ways you create your art will evolve with them. And all the rules and principles you use that are normal to you now, that are now being brought into question, were new to the last generation of artists, and evoked probably the same emotions from them. Most critiques you hear about things related to AI and art have been said so many times before about every era of technological evolution. The use of synthesizers was attacked so intensely because it's synthetic and fake. The use of digital recording because it makes it easy to just cheat instead of actually playing an instrument. Photoshop because it ruined photography because you could artificially create it later. And to be clear, there's an obnoxious amount of synthesizer music that is synthetic and fake due to the tool, and there's a crap ton of bad and mediocre music made possible because of digital recording, and the ocean of derivative and inspirationless AI art is beyond count at this point. All those critiques are true, and yet, every technological advance comes with the costs. And every arbitrary combination of technologies will in some ways dictate the art that you can create, or at least have understood by your audience. 5 years ago, making a beautiful digital painting was very difficult, required a lot of talent and skill and time invested. To make a beautiful digital painting now requires about 6 seconds of typing. So is that artist out of a job now? Well, yes. The specific arbitrary definition of a visual artist 5 years ago is dying, because a new one has been made. And for that visual artist to make beautiful, impactful art, his role will have to change, and he'll have to accept that certain parts of his job aren't there anymore, and there are new parts that he can now use and must learn how to use. There's that phrase, they don't make music like they used to. Correct, they don't, and they never will again. But they also don't make music like they do now, and they won't ever again after us. Our particular little slice of culture, the technologies we have and don't, are a magical time that will never be able to be recreated in humanity, ever. We have the ability to convey in a form that won't exist in a generation. We have this precious moment, and being fixated on the previous moment that is ended, even with all of its beauty dying, only prevents us from appreciating the one that we're in. So the word that best encapsulates our response to this needs to be agnostic. We need to be agnostic to the mediums and current tools and technologies, because he's not a digital painter. You're not a musician. You're more than your medium. You are an artist. And your role in society as an artist, although the finer details will constantly change, is to pursue creating the most beautiful art you can. And so yes, AI and every other technological artistic invention removes and kills some previous possibilities for making beautiful art. But every time, it also creates an opportunity. It creates possibilities to make art that was never possible before. It's so easy to justify taking a day off or not putting yourself in the painful emotional place you need to make the best art that you can, because we feel like we can always do it tomorrow. But the more we view the few precious moments we have left in this particular combination of culture and technology, the more we see the need to act, because it's going to expire. There's art that you can make only today and touch others that can only be felt right now. So yes, we are effectively mourning the death of an era of artistic creation, a beauty that will never happen again. The impossible arbitrary combination of technologies and culture that creates the art in the frame that we now have will never happen again. But our reaction, while very difficult, is pretty simple. Create the most beautiful art you can and relish all the tools that you have for as long as we have them. Thank you for your hearts and your time. Would love to hear your comments below. I'm BABYWOLF. Go make some art. Or tell the Terminator.